Savings, and more savings. What's up, 23% Nation? It's your boy, Coach D, and we're back today talking about saving money. Now, as you probably are already aware, we've begun a series of videos really talking about the importance of finances, but in particular, the importance of saving money. That's right, guys. So, today, I want to get into a charity fund. Now, in previous videos, we've talked about an apartment fund, an emergency fund, a car fund. But today, I want to share with you the importance as well as the benefits that a charity fund can bring you. Hence the name Charity Fund. Why do I need one? So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further delay, let's go ahead and jump right on in. Okay, so a lot of you are asking, Coach D, I've never heard of a charity fund before. Please enlighten me. I want to know what it's all about. Well, 23% Nation, don't fret because Coach D is here to help you out. So guys, listen, a charity fund is just another savings account. That's right, guys. By the time we're done with this series of financial videos, you guys are going to have savings accounts coming out of your ears. Okay, so today, allow me to drop just a little more knowledge on you about a charity fund. So yes, a charity fund is a savings account. Now, if you go to church like I used to a lot, okay, we can term this charity fund as a tithing fund, okay? Because in a lot of churches, they want you to pay your tithes. So we can use the word tithing synonymous with the word charity, all right? Now, let's understand its purpose. It's used to save funds to donate to a worthy cause. Now, notice that the word worthy is in quotations. So really what I'm saying to you, 23% Nation, is that feel free to donate money to whatever cause you feel is worthy of your hard-earned dollars. That's right, guys. So today, Coach D is not going to tell you exactly where you should give your money to, but as long as it's worthy, as long as it has a special meaning, as long as it has special value to you, then by all means, go ahead, save up the money first, and then donate it second. Okay, now, Coach D, I get it, right? You want me to donate my money to a worthy cause. Cool beans. But I don't know why I should do it. Tell me, are there any benefits? Oh, yes. There are benefits to not only saving up money for your charity fund, but then there are also quite a few benefits to donating the money once you saved it up. So today I want to enlighten you with 5 benefits that will help motivate you to go ahead and start up this charity fund. So let's go ahead and take a look at benefit number 1. Benefit number 1 is that all donations are tax deductible. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking tax deductions today. Now, there is something else that you may want to understand about donations being tax deductible, is that not only is the money that you give tax deductible, but if we also consider travel expenses, parking expenses, and even event fees, all of those other expenses are also tax deductible. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you today to start saving your receipts, because the next time it comes time for you to do your taxes, then guess what? You are going to be able to deduct all the money that you've donated and all the money that you've spent, and you can record that while you're doing your taxes, and guess what? You get more money back from the government. You see? So once again, donations are tax deductible. All right, benefit number 2 is that it improves your sense of well-being. Now, guys, we've talked about improving our sense of well-being before, but for those of you who are new, allow me to reiterate exactly what that means. You see, guys, when we talk about our sense of well-being, really what we're talking about is our sense of purpose. In other words, What guides your life? Is it your values? Is it your morals? Well, I got to share this with you that when you donate to a worthy cause of your choosing, what you have to understand is that what will benefit you the most is that if you donate to a worthy cause that is in line with your true vision. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about our visions today. Because believe it or not, that when you follow your vision, that gives you a sense of well-being. That gives you a sense of purpose. You see? So today, I want to encourage anyone and everyone who is considering setting up a charity fund, anyone that is considering donating their hard-earned money to a nonprofit or perhaps to a church, that make sure that your donations are in line with your life's purpose, or we can say your life's vision. Okay, benefit number 3. It keeps you informed about issues of social injustice, right? Okay, so, a lot of people will choose a worthy cause that helps to benefit minorities or that is pro-human rights. Well, guys, I got to tell you something, that the more you know, the more you grow. Again, I'll say it. The more you know, the more you grow. So really what that means is the more time, energy, and effort that you donate to your worthy cause, you learn more about that worthy cause. And the more you learn, perhaps the more involved you may want to become. Also, you may end up doing more than you thought you ever could. So again, the more you know, the more you will grow. Benefit number 4. Guys, setting up a charity fund can strengthen your spiritual wellness. Now, we've talked about spiritual wellness once again, but here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about spiritual wellness, really what we're talking about is you developing a deeper connection, not only with yourself, not only with other people, but also with your community. That's right, guys. So when we talk about setting up a charity fund, really what we're talking about is how much more love can you give? How much more compassion can you give? How much more kindness can you give? You see, so if there is anybody out there who is wondering, oh my God, how in the world can I enhance my spirituality? How can I enhance my spiritual wellness? Well, donating your time, energy, and effort to a worthy cause, something that you deem worthy of your time, energy, and effort, can almost assuredly help improve the way in which you love, the way in which you show kindness, and the way in which you show compassion. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, what you throw out is something that you are bound to receive. So, for those of you that are looking for love, for those of us that are looking for kindness and compassion, you give it out, and guess what? It comes right back to you just like a boomerang does. Okay, and last but not least, benefit number 5. Listen, guys, setting up a charity fund can strengthen your interpersonal wellness as well. So here we go. Interpersonal wellness. What's that about? Coach D, I'm brand new to this. I've never heard of you before, and I've never heard of interpersonal wellness before. Well, if this is your scenario, guys, when we talk about interpersonal wellness, really what we're talking about are relationships. That's right. So let me ask you, is there anybody out there who is in need of a job? Is there anybody out there who is in need of money? Well, guys, when we talk about interpersonal wellness, yes, we're talking about relationships, but more importantly, we're talking about creating and maintaining supportive, long-lasting relationships. So, if while donating your time, energy, and effort to a worthy cause, you never know who you may meet. You could meet the love of your life. You could meet someone that could help give you a job. If perhaps you own or run a business, then you may meet potential customers or you may meet potential business associates. So donating your time, energy, and effort to a worthy cause can definitely help improve your interpersonal wellness. Okay, so Coach D, I get it. Those 5 benefits were very um, great. They were amazing. I'm totally convinced. Okay, but now the question is, who should I give my donations to? After all, we are talking about money, and I want to know that my money is going to a worthy cause. Well, guys, here we go. Ultimately, it's up to you. Okay, who do you want to donate your money to? It could be a charity, it could be a nonprofit organization, it could be a church, or it could be family members and or friends. Okay, now here is something that I'd like for you to think about, is that in deciding who gets your funds, really what you need to consider is, what do you mostly identify with, or who can you readily relate to? Okay, so if perhaps you have some type of disability, then you may want to go with a charity or a nonprofit that caters to your disability. If perhaps you have some type of degenerative disease, such as cancer, diabetes, or heart disease, then you may want to go with a charity or a nonprofit that caters to that particular illness. Okay? Or if you are a dedicated member of your church, then you may want to consider tithing or giving charitable donations to your church. If, however, you really uphold and trust and honor and respect your friends and family members, then believe it or not, they can be your charity. So again, guys, it really depends on you and who and what you can readily identify with. But ultimately, the choice is yours. After all, it's your money. Okay, so please donate it wisely. Okay, so Coach D, now everything is coming clear, right? I understand the benefits. I now know who I should give my money to, but I got another question. And that question is, how much should I give? Well, hold your horses, 23% Nation. Coach D is going to let the cat out of the bag. Check it out. Remember, the charity fund is a savings account. So we always want to follow the golden rule of the savings account, which is 10% of our monthly income. Now, I know some people may still be a little confused about determining how much they make per month. Well, guys, if that's you, allow Coach D to help you out. Listen, all you have to do is probably look at your last 2 or maybe 3 or maybe 4 pay stubs. Okay, now if you get paid bi-weekly, meaning twice a month, then all you have to do is look at probably the last 2 pay stubs, add those totals together, and that should give you an estimate of how much money you have coming in every month from your place of employment. Next, all we have to do is take 10% of that number. So again, let's follow the golden rule about how much we should donate. Guys, remember, the golden rule is 10% of your monthly income. All right, so Coach D, I'm not good at math. Please help me out. I kind of figured out how much I have coming in, which is around $3,000 per month. Okay, you told me to look at my last 2 pay stubs, which I did. All right, so I am coming up with about $3,000. Great. Now, all we have to do is take 10% of $3,000. How do we do that? Very simple. Multiply 3,000 by 30%. Okay? Now, guys, let's understand something. 30% is equivalent to 0.3. So again, you're going to multiply 3,000 by 0.3, and guess what you get? All right? I'm sorry, by 0.1, my bad. 0.1 is 10%, okay? 0.3 would be 30%, okay? But guys, once you do this easy multiplication, you're gonna get $300 a month, and that's it, okay? So again, If your monthly income is around $3,000 per month, you're going to multiply it by 0.1, okay? And that will give you $300. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, that is your limit. That is your upper limit as to how much money you should donate to your worthy cause every month. No more, maybe a little less, okay, but definitely no more than 10%. All right, so Coach D, thank you for helping me figure that out. That was easy. Okay, but now, Coach, where should I keep the money? Okay, because I am a waitress. I do get paid tips. I don't always receive a paycheck. Okay, so I have a lot of cash on hand. Or you may be a barber, or you may be a hairstylist. Well, this is the one time where Coach D is going to allow you to have a cash lockbox. Okay. Now, normally I don't recommend it, but today I'm going to go ahead and recommend it. The reason is because you never know when someone or something may surprise you and you may need the cash immediately. So for that reason, Coach D is going to allow a lockbox. Okay. Now, if you don't want to do a lockbox, that's fine. We can go ahead and open up a second savings account. It could be at your current bank. Perhaps you want to do it at a different bank, or maybe switch over to a credit union that may offer a more competitive interest rate than an online bank or your current bank offers. Okay, so Coach D, what do you think? Now that you've educated me about a charity fund, the benefits, how much should be in there, who I should give it to. Okay, Coach D, what do you think? What are you doing? We want to know. We have inquiring minds. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know me. I love the idea of saving. And always remember our mantra. Every penny ought to have a purpose. So you see, when every penny has a purpose, you're more likely to save. That's right. Now, let's remember day 2 of the 23% challenge, guys. Always remember day 2 is money day. So on that day, right? So maybe it's July 2nd, maybe it's August 2nd, maybe it's November 2nd, maybe it's February 2nd. It may be your birthday, it may be your anniversary, it may be the day in which you grew your first tooth. Okay, I don't know, but it's always money day. So guys, let's use money day as an opportunity to go to our bank and open up a new checking account. But remember, this is our charity fund, and we will only put money in that account for a worthy cause. Okay. Now, allow me to share with you my personal feelings about a charity fund. Okay. Now, guys, don't get me wrong. I love charities, I love nonprofits, and I also love churches too. But here's the thing. Honestly, I don't know any of those people, and I'm not comfortable with giving my hard-earned dollar bills to people that I do not know personally. So instead, I prefer, now this is just me, I prefer setting up my charity fund for friends and family. Because here's the thing, guys, I've had to borrow money from friends and family in the past. And I got to tell you, it was a wonderful experience because the people that I asked, they had the money on them when I needed it. So I feel as though it is now my opportunity to give back. You see? So I prefer that my charity be to friends and family who need to borrow money. That's right, guys. Come to Coach D if you need to borrow money. Why? Because I already have the money saved up. Now, here's the way it works, okay? Is that if someone comes to Coach D and say, hey, Coach, now you got to be a friend or a family member, okay? You say, hey, Coach, I need $500 to pay the rest of my rent. And let's say that I only have $300 in my charity fund. Well, remember, the money that's in my charity fund has already been set aside. I'm taking 10% of my monthly income. All right. So being that I do not have the full $500 that you're asking for, rather than overextend myself, I will only give you what I have set aside. And this is something that I want to encourage everybody to do, is that if a friend If it's your best friend, or let's say your favorite cousin, or even mom and dad, they come to you asking for money, say sure, no problem, but only lend out what you have. Do not overextend yourself. So if your favorite cousin comes to you and says, hey, I need to borrow $500, but you only have three, tell them, hey, I only have three. Now you have to get the other 200 from someplace else. You see, so that way you are helping out a friend or family member, and then you're also staying true to yourself. Okay. So again, when it comes to friends and family borrowing money, only give them what you have. Do not overextend yourself. Okay? So again, guys, those are my personal thoughts and feelings about a charity fund. I prefer that my friends and family be my charity, whereas you may want to give to a charity that deals with obese people, or you may want to give to a nonprofit for diabetics. Again, it's very subjective. It's up to you. But make sure that whoever you decide to give your money to, make sure that it is in line with your thoughts, your feelings, and ultimately your vision. Ladies and gentlemen, I definitely want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Always subscribe and always leave me a comment, please, because Coach D wants to know exactly how you feel. Now, we always have a question of the day, and of course, this is to encourage a comment. Okay, so here's our question of the day. Who will receive your charitable donations? Now, guys, you already know Coach D is going to lend money to his friends and family if he has it, okay? But now I want to know what you or who you will donate your hard-earned money to. All right, guys, let us know. It could be a charity, it could be your church, it could be a nonprofit, it could be your friends, or it could be your family. It doesn't really matter. It's up to you. So, guys, that's all that I have for you today. This is Coach D once again of the 23% Challenge. Always remember, be blessed, and Coach D loves you.